"Oh, Chanel, let's tell them, how do we know?" Well, first, actually, let me shout out Rachel, because Rachel was on the trip too. She is not with us today. However, she was part of the girls' trip. So shouts out to her as well for coming through, and she was turning up with us.
Yes, she did. She got her whole entire life.
She's probably still trying to recover. But in any case, Chanel, let's tell them, how do we know them?
Okay, I feel like, well, Scarlett has been on the show before. Shout out to you again, Scarlett, who's been here with us, and she is the presidente of our fan club. Okay, but I know Scarlett from Upward Bound is how I know her. So all the way back in the 99, we started a pre-college program together, and I know Des through Scarlett. The first time I went to Colorado, Des is there. We was turning up. I think it was Scarlett's birthday. Lit. Like, it was such a good time. And then I know Ryan through Marquette. Going to Marquette, we were Golden Eagles together. And the first time I met her, I arrived at her room, didn't know who she was, never seen this woman a day in my life. Got to her room, sis is knocked out clean. Like, I'm like, whose room is this? Who is this? Is she okay? And they was just sitting in their room chilling. So, and here we are. I'm like 15 years later. I don't even know like how many years later, but still sleeping on me to this day.
That's how you know y'all was real friends from the beginning. I was comfortable enough to go to sleep.
The love was real. From day one, the love was real. So tell the people how you know these beautiful ladies.
The president, Madam President, Scarlett, we went to high school together, and we did pre-college together, and she was our neighbor.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, she and I were part of NSBE. Shouts out to NSBE, NSBE, for solid, for life, forever. She was the treasurer, and I was the secretary. So shouts out to Scarlett for being an all-around friend, honey. Okay?
Seriously, yes, and a godmother to my child. I don't know how I forgot that. Yes,
she is
wonderful godmom, might I add.
There, be like, which one is she again? I'm just like,
we're gonna edit that right out.
I be trying to ask what I do.
When Scarlett moved to Colorado over 10 years ago, 10 years ago?
10 plus.
Something
it'll
like
be
that.
10 years in like 2 days.
In 2 days, it'll be 10 years. And Scarlett had a birthday, and Des has been there from jump. So the first time that we went to go see Scarlett, Des was there. And I have the pictures, honey.
Yes, you know Auntie got the pictures.
So ever since then, every time that we've come to Colorado to hang with Scarlett, there's Des. And then eventually they became line sisters. Yeah. And then Des, back in 2018, started joining in on our girls trip.
Yes,
so we was like, well, come on.
Listen,
come on, Des.
You in here.
And then
I appreciate it.
Absolutely. And then Scarlett met Ryan first, I think. And then I think me and Scarlett went to Ryan's room and texted you and told you to come. And Ryan was asleep. But when I asked her about that later, because I was like, you don't know us like this.
Right.
What kind of Black woman are you? And she said, I'm from Chicago. If y'all do something, it's whatever. And I said, oh, okay. So then from there, I was like, oh, she's a real Black woman. So
she's real. Okay. She's from the South Side too.
So I accepted that, you know, and like you said, she's been sleeping on us for the last 15 years. Although, shouts out to her because she did an amazing job.
You did. You stayed up. Yes.
Yeah, I practice, y'all. I practice.
Practice makes improvement. So it only took you, almost a decade and a half, but whatever.
A decade and a half, but I stayed up the whole, and I didn't even complain.
You did not. You did not.
But that goes to show we was having so much fun. Like sleeping was the last thing on our mind.
Exactly.
Absolutely. So I'm gonna start with Scarlett because you who said let's go to Vegas which I think is interesting because we all just came back from Vegas.
We did.
And then you went again with your family. And then you was like, let's go to Vegas. So why did you pick Vegas as our destination?
Because Labor Day is supposed to be lit in Vegas, right? And Miami, last time we was there, we felt old. So I know we probably feel old this time around. And then, we just got back from Atlanta. But the one thing I like about Vegas, it's always something to do, right? Like we start talking about this trip early. Like we looking at calendars, things wasn't open. But they say Labor Day weekend in Vegas is lit, so why not, right? Give it a try. So that's why I was thinking that, and it worked out.
It more than worked out.
Absolutely worked out. It absolutely worked out because I think, and the beauty of it that I guess we can get into that with just planning these girls trips. You did have the idea, and we were all on board. Let's go. We in there. Let's do it. And the pieces started to fall together quite quickly. We was like, okay, well, we knew we wanted to go to Dre's. So we like, all right, well, it makes sense. Like, let's just stay at the Cromwell. Like this, it works because it's all in one spot. So it just all fell together, but I'm definitely glad that you thought for us to go there because I think we didn't, well, at least for me, I didn't have much expectations. I was just like, I knew it was going to be fun. I was going to be with y'all. But I think we outdid ourselves with the fun that we had. Like, I think the memories that we made, like, we're going to have forever and ever and ever and ever. I do wish that we could have stayed together. It's like the only thing that I do wish that if I could change anything about the trip, I would have changed that. Because I think we missed some like inside jokes because me and Sherry was getting down laughing in our room. I don't know what y'all was doing. We can talk about that. Like, what was y'all doing in y'all room?
I want to know.
Me too. Like, what was the funny stuff happening? Scarlett shaking her head like,
in room 521.
What was going down in 521?
I was snuggled up.
Y'all was sleeping?
FaceTime, you know.
Okay.
Yes,
Y'all was having boo time in 521, huh?
Well, I didn't have a boo until the end of the trip, as you guys know. But I was snuggled up.
Okay. I'm not mad.
That is funny. So yeah, like Chanel mentioned, usually when we do girls trip, we do some sort of Airbnb or booking or something. We get some sort of lodging that accommodates everybody because the most fun, while we do have an extensive itinerary, the most fun is usually just at home,
the downtime.
The downtime.
Yeah.
And I got the videos. Now y'all ain't gonna never see these videos. But I have them. Look at Scarlett. Scarlett's like, thank God. Honey, there are some that I'm tempted to just go ahead and release because I told you one of them, I said, I own the rights. Because I own the rights to this.
Atlanta was a movie too. Like it really was a movie, even though we were celebrating your birthday, Scarlett. But that behind the scenes stuff, like the stuff at the Airbnb, was like movie.
My sister still be talking about it. She'd be like, "Yeah, Scarlett, Chanel." And I be like, "Child, look, honey, I told her I'm gonna stick beside her. I just want y'all to know. I told her I'm gonna stick beside her. Okay, I'm gonna stick beside her. That's my story.
It's hilarious.
But I definitely always think that that's my favorite part, the downtime part.
So we were missing that. So we were split up in groups of two. So what was it? 3 groups of 2? Is that 6?
3? Yeah, 3 groups of 2.
3 groups of 2. Yep. We decided on the Cromwell early. I do want to point this out though, because I kept asking about the itinerary and Chanel was like, "Oh, I started putting one together." And I was like, "Oh, that's nice. Go ahead, take initiative." Okay, see. I clicked on that little Google Doc link. It wasn't none but restaurants. It wasn't none but food. I said, "Look now, I understand that we have to eat, but you had 6 restaurants a day." I'm like,
we gotta eat. She said that.
So then eventually I was like, okay, well, let me see. You know, we all was kind of looking like, okay, well, what's going to be going on there? Clearly, you didn't give no F's about what was going on as long as we ate. And then eventually we saw that Wayne was coming, and everybody was like, I could do Wayne.
Yeah, I think I do think I found that and sent that to the group. Was it me or was it you, Scarlett?
No, it was you, but I feel like we bought the table on faith because we didn't know.
Yeah.
You bought the Monday table. And I think I found Wayne because I found him and Gucci at the same time.
Oh, okay.
But we wasn't gonna be able to do Gucci because it was the same time. It was the same day.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we definitely bought that table on faith.
We did. And what's funny is the table.
And look at God.
Look at God, because the table on Saturday was high. So we was just like, we're gonna do it. Like, we gotta be in. Like, if we gonna do it. Like, we couldn't think about it or nothing. We was just like, go. Like, we gotta buy it. Because we knew if we would have waited, those tickets that weekend was like $7,000. Like,
yeah, but they went down because first I think they were $2,000 or $3,000, and then you randomly checked and it was like $600.
Yeah,
and we were like, so who's taking the cash out? All right.
Yeah.
And then the day of, I think they did end up.
So we definitely caught, like, Saturday was cool, like it was worth every penny, but that Monday having that whole bungalow for us for $600, like is
nice,
unheard of at Dre's at that time.
Yeah.
So we called.
Now the Wayne prices on the other hand, they were a little different, but it's okay.
But it was worth it.
It was worth every
penny.
We got a concert plus like table bottle service. So
yes. And it was nice to sit down. Like I feel like at 30 plus you want to sit. So
show me to my seat, sir.
Talk about a takeaway. It's like I'm never going to a club again without having a place to sit down.
Especially considering the time that he showed up.
Oh
yeah.
Tell us about it, Des. What time did we get there?
What time
when
did we
show
there?
up?
What time we get there? I want to say we got there 11:30.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they show up to
according to our contractual obligation, we had to be there by 11:30. So we got there at 11:30 because that's what we do.
Yeah, we just have to go downstairs. It's really cool.
Wayne ain't show up to 2:30. That's a long time to be waiting on somebody.
Yes.
But he was worth the wait. Well worth the wait.
He was. But shout out to the DJ too, because I mean there was some turn up moments that we had prior to Wayne coming out. And it was just like, okay, this DJ cracking. Like
they kept the energy up for sure.
They did. They did. Cause I didn't feel like tired. Like sometimes in the club, like I'll be out and I'll just be like, I'm sleepy. Like just want to lay down. But I didn't have that feeling there. Like I felt like the DJ just kept going. Like it was some moments where I was just like, this on file, like let me sit now. But then he would like go right back into it. So shout out to him. And it's funny because I don't think we've gone on a trip where we started like action that same day.
Yeah, we usually sort of build up, have some sort of climactic moment and then wind down. But so that was actually a concern to me because once we actually got items in the itinerary other than food.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute. So we doing Wayne on day one? Listen, we don't need to build in some nap time. Hold on. Let's put that in the itinerary. We can eat, nap, then Wayne. Because we don't go out like that.
We don't.
We are not in college no more.
No.
We are not 20-something. We are 30-something. Okay. But we did. We got our little rest on and then we went out there and when Wayne came out, y'all, I lost my damn mind. I don't know what happened. I couldn't explain it. And then I got embarrassed. I was like, oh my God, my friends probably taking me. They making fun of me. No. But honey, when I turned around,
we was doing
and I saw that all of y'all had lost their mind. I was like, okay, well, as you are, Sherry Renee, as you were.
It was so, because that's funny, like just replaying the memory in my head. It was funny because it was like looking around at each of y'all, like everybody was like in a zone, like just going in.
Scarlett, did you know that you had lost your damn mind? Because that's what I have footage of it, so I want to know.
Do you know you had the Grey Goose bottle in your hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you only know that because we sent you video of it?
Listen, I know it. I do. Listen, but I think I told y'all this on like Self Care Sunday. At one point in time, I was gonna marry Lil Wayne. I was gonna be a 12-year-old stepmama. Like
12-year-old stepmama.
I was ready to be a stepmom. So to see my boo live and live in color, and he was so humble and gracious when he came out.
Very humble.
And he put on a show. I was like, see, this is amazing.
And that's what you said. Like literally, you stopped and he was like, y'all. I was like, she about to say something really profound. What is it, girl? Right. I'm here for you. She said, this is amazing.
Oh, yeah.
We was all shook, like, cause I didn't. We were
so let me tell you what my expectation was, okay? Because I don't really be listening to Lil Wayne now. So in my mind, I was like, oh yeah, we can go see Lil Wayne. That's cool. I thought that we were going to be sitting in our section and we was going to be, sipping and talking and kikiing and like every now and again, lollipop. That was a nice one. Do you remember?
Right.
That? Yes, me too. But that is not what happened. I got all my steps in 30 minutes.
Yeah, that is definitely
okay. My little bun that I thought was elegant and cute and fell down.
Yeah, it was no.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. And then I literally thought about it like, you done lost your damn mind.
Hey.
What happened? But he just kept coming. I didn't know he was gonna give it to us like that.
Yeah, I think my expectation was I thought it was gonna be new Wayne, this new little Wayne that's out like the skateboard Wayne.
Yeah, robot skateboard. Yeah.
I was like, I don't want that one.
Oh no,
I don't want it.
He said he know.
Yeah.
He said these are 30 something.
Listen, so it wasn't quite Hot Boy Wayne.
I don't think he can legally do Hot Boy Wayne.
We was talking about that in our room, so we had like a whole like thing.
I was trying to do my research because I was like, have you noticed that he didn't do nothing?
Yeah, it was not
he gave us no cash money.
Nah, it was definitely Young
He
Money
started
Wayne.
Like Carter 4,
yeah,
and went on, and then he gave us a bunch of features.
He did. The features was cracking up. Like
Let
he
me
did
tell y'all
all the
something.
great
That goes to
feature
show you
songs.
how extensive his catalog really is, you know?
Mhm.
I said this nigga's a genius. Oops, edit that out.
He is definitely a GOAT in this. Like he is,
Mhm.
yeah. I don't think, like, you know, I would always hear like Wayne and Jay-Z comparisons and who's the GOAT and this and that. But I'm like, Wayne is up there. Like people have to give him his credit. Like he put in a lot of work in this industry. Like he was amazing. And like Scarlett said, like he was so humble. Like he kept saying, like, I do this for y'all. Like this is for you.
He came out with humility.
Yes.
And
it
he
showed.
even freestyled for a short amount of time. I don't know if anybody caught that, but he did a cover on a little song. It came off the dome with it. So he gave us a little sample of his freestyling abilities off the top.
And I ain't catch it because I was
like, you were coherent.
Listen, right. I was in the zone. I was just like,
I didn't know that I was gonna lose my mind.
Y'all
I
was
didn't know
just too turned, but he said it.
two turn. Ryan, what did you have any expectations for Lil Wayne? Have you ever seen him in concert before?
I've never seen him in concert, and I didn't have any expectations either. I was just thinking the same thing, like, man, I really hope it's not like robot new age Lil Wayne, and he would like give us all the deep cuts, and he did. He really delivered. Because I was just like, oh my god, like every song I was like, yeah, oh this was good, and then you know got to a point where we all just lost our minds, and then I just don't remember like half the night after that.
The whole club lost their mind. Like
Right.
was standing on furniture, singing, rapping.
They was trying to come in. They was like, y'all having fun. They was trying to get in our little vibe.
It was too much fun.
Right. I don't remember anyone else around us.
Girl,
like
they was trying.
No,
Yeah,
Dez was our
very
security. Dez was like, all right.
Dez was on
Had to
patrol,
bounce
but
people up out of there.
You ain't put in on this, man, so you got to go.
now if you want me,
right
let me give you this cash out. But I don't know. I was like, dang, you gonna give it to us like this? I wasn't ready.
Yeah.
And this is like not even day one. This is ours. We had just got to Vegas.
And I felt like 2000 me had to come out.
Yeah.
Like I had to reach down and grab her and bring her out.
Yeah.
Listen, amazing.
And then apparently Scarlett brought her out too.
Amazing. Scarlett was.
And then I tried to get footage, but I was too busy losing my mind. So my footage is really of nothing. But I managed to get Ryan losing her damn mind. I mean,
like, what?
I'm talking about.
Shit,
I have actual footage and of Scarlett.
We have to throw it in the chat for y'all.
Yeah.
She right did.
I shared it. Now look, if it's incumbent upon you to look through everything that I sent you.
Man, that was crazy. And again, this is ours. I mean, our flights landed like afternoon. Scarlett was the only one that was already there prior to, but the rest of us had just got to Vegas. So we was turned, and it was great. And I do want to shout out, I'm the foodie of the group, but the place, the El Dorado Cantina.
Yes, them tacos.
that was good. Shout out to Ryan for that.
Please,
Shout out to
yes,
Ryan.
Ryan. Oh my God.
I've been thinking about the taco since.
Same day.
Yeah, I went there in December, and I had been thinking about them tacos ever since. I was like, I gotta go. Whether the group was going or not, I was going to get me some tacos.
I went to another Mexican restaurant on Friday and tried to recreate El Dorado. It didn't work. I went with my coworker, and I was like, it's good, but I don't know, not the same.
It wasn't given.
It wasn't given everything.
I'm just saying, and it wasn't even. The taco was really good, but those beans.
Right?
What? Your girl don't even eat refried black beans, but your girl was eating them. With the rice was moist, it was soft. I was like,
I don't know what they did.
Flavorful.
Yeah, but they were.
They had a little cheese in the bean. I'm like, they snap. Like, go there if you have not. It's right next to the strip place, the strip club. Go.
What was it called, Sapphire or something?
Yeah, the driver thought he was dropping us off at the strip place. He was like, hey, girl,
right.
like, sir, just drop us off. Don't judge us.
Right, we're in Vegas.
How dare you? You've seen much worse than this.
Who does that? We want to see some boobs and stuff right now. It's Vegas, okay?
Some boobs
we can do that.
Right, if we wanted to.
If we wanted to.
But shout out to Scarlett for making us aware of the time because she was like, oh yeah, it's like 1 o'clock back home. It's like 6 a.m. back home. We were like, we stayed up all this time. We don't do this.
I was so shook by the time change. Like I kept saying it's only 12.
It was a 24-hour day.
I swear. I swear. Literally.
24 hours trying to get here?
It literally was. I had literally that morning woke up at 6:30 and we didn't go to bed till like 6.
Yeah, me and Chanel was up real late. Oh my God.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
So crazy. So that was our first day.
Right. That was day 1.
Well, we can't skip over day 1 without shouting out the dudes from Milwaukee who came over and was like, oh yeah, we from Milwaukee. I love Cousins.
That's what he
Who said that? I missed that.
So this random dude.
I remember this.
So first of all, a bunch of dudes kept coming up to our little area. I don't know if we had a sign that said
enter here.
I think it's because we were too live for anybody to not notice.
Yeah, because even when we was leaving, some dudes was like, dude, I've been watching y'all all night. Like y'all was having a good time. Okay. But yes, Scarlett, tell us now, what did he say?
What happened?
He was like, yeah, we from Milwaukee. Shout out to Cousins. I love Cousins. I was like, as somebody that has not lived in the state for a long time, every time I go home, I go to Cousins. So I get it. But the fact that you needed to acknowledge that in this moment.
He said, forget Lil Wayne, let's talk about Cousins.
That's the dude who was showing us his tattoos?
Yes.
Okay. So I caught the tail end because y'all was like, oh, let us see. And then he started lifting up his shirt, like, see? And I'm like, what's happening?
He had like a brewer mitt. Yeah. But the other one, I have no clue what that said. I don't know if I couldn't read in the moment or if I just don't know what it said. I don't know.
But shout out to that guy. Hopefully he's safe and back home in Milwaukee.
Hopefully he found some daggone subs somewhere.
Yes.
If y'all are familiar with Cousins, it's Cousin Subs.
Better bread.
Better bread. They bake fresh every day. Okay. And if you have not had that cheesesteak, honey, you are missing out.
I swear.
I had to snap it out.
You haven't had their cheese curds.
You are
missing out. So you know what? I stand with him, girl. I'm gonna stick beside him. I'm gonna stick beside him.
And they root beer be cracking.
That girl, you shut up. That Sprecher, they got the Sprecher. Okay. I don't even drink soda, but I will do a Sprecher. Okay.
That's Milwaukee love for you. You gotta come here. So if you have not been to Milwaukee, we'll take you there. So shout out to our LA people. No, last time Keith came out here, we took him to Cops and he enjoyed it. So we got to get y'all to Cousins.
Yeah, good. Absolutely. So that was day 1. And so by this time, we actually had a lot of possible activities. We only committed to 2 because we were like, we don't know how the recovery from Wayne is going to be. And we know that we think that we can do all things, but we cannot. So come the morning, I believe there was a swim crawl or pool crawl that we were thinking about doing. So Scarlett, Chanel, and I got up and put on our swimwear.
We did.
But we didn't get it. Nobody.
We did. We was walking around with swimwear on. And it's funny because I definitely thought like I'm not gonna be up. Like I'm gonna be asleep. We did go to bed at like 6 a.m, but my internal clock was like, get up. Like it's time to go. And I'm like, bro, lay down. But my body was like, nope, get up. So we got up and put on our swim clothes and went to
we
CBS.
Went everywhere else except for the pool. So I don't know how that happened.
Be like that sometimes.
I don't know. We
did. I mean, hey, we was ready for whatever was gonna happen.
Right. And I was thinking when we got home, like when we got back to get dressed, I was like, I would never do no stuff like this in Milwaukee.
Just walking around with your
no. Like how?
No.
But whatever.
But that's what had happened.
So then what brought us back? Why did we go
we
back?
Went to that place, the Yardbird place.
Yeah.
Oh, we had a reservation.
Yeah, which was an epic fail.
Go ahead and tell us about
it. Yeah, I left them a review too because I was so unhappy with this restaurant. Yeah. So we went to Yardbird Southern Table. If you're not familiar, just Google it and hopefully you'll see my review right at the top because I gave them 1 star. Because I mean, don't get me wrong, like the ambiance is dope. Like it's a nice place. The staff were friendly. Like they were getting us stuff. However, the food is disgusting. I'll say it again. Disgusting. And shout out to Scarlett. We were talking and she was like, sometimes people have the misconception that soul food and Southern food are synonymous and they aren't. And I learned that day that these are two different things. Because soul food to me is black and Southern is white. And that food was that. And I was not happy.
If you pronounce that N at the end of Southern, you know
yes,
food that belongs to.
Yeah, it was Southern. Yeah. And it was out. Like the only good thing that I think we ate were the little beignets with the Nutella in it. But I can make that on my own time, like by myself. So I just wasn't pleased. I think I hyped it up in my head, like this is gonna be great. Like they got such great reviews. And it was not. So I had to get him a 1 star. Like, nah, they're gonna have to do something. Like fix it. Yeah. Because it was not worth the price. I spent a good like $70 a week. Just on my food by myself.
Scarlett, what did you think about the restaurant?
I definitely thought it was overpriced for what it was. My sides, I didn't finish them, but I made myself eat that chicken because it was like an $80 meal, and I was like, I can't walk away hungry. But would I go back? Nah. Just give me a fish fillet, like
seriously. I'll take McDonald's.
I'm glad that we did go because I had never been to the Venetian, and so it allowed me to go to the Venetian, which was beautiful, and so that was the one positive thing for me from that.
That's true.
I forgot about that.
Ryan, what did you think?
I like the grits.
You were tearing up them grits.
I think this is good. Scarlett, don't make a face. I like the grits, but I agree with what everyone else said. I think it was overpriced for what it was, but I also forced myself to eat half of it because it was expensive. In terms of like Southern food, I have had worse, but I don't know if I'll go back. And I will say, I feel like I went with my family in December, and I feel like it was a different menu.
It might have been. Did you all go for brunch? Because we
went for brunch. Yeah,
oh, y'all did too.
Christmas brunch. So it could have been also like a Christmas Day menu too.
Oh yeah.
We went on Christmas Day. So because I was like, I feel like it wasn't bad. And maybe I think I had shrimp and grits then. So yeah, I'm consistent. I like
there we go. You ain't stray from what you do.
Right, exactly.
No. And what about you, Dan?
They lost me at the deviled eggs. I don't know if you guys.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
Des was pissed about
you were.
How you messed up?
And he tried to make us taste them. He was like,
They did the most with those deviled eggs.
The presentation was tight. It was
beautiful. It wasn't deviled eggs though.
No.
By far, yeah. All that stuff they put into the filling and stuff like that, it just wasn't it. I would say, I mean, everything was cooked to perfection. The flavor wasn't there. We're missing Lowry's. We're missing any type of point blank here. It just wasn't flavorful, you know? So it was an L. We took an L for that one. But that's okay. I'm still happy we had the experience because now we know, you know, and we can tell others, save your coin.
Absolutely. And like Scarlett said, like the Venetian is a really cool hotel on the strip.
Yeah.
So it was nice to be there in that hotel. What about you? What did you think?
So tell us about your experience. I'm the picky one of the group, so I thought that, you know, I was just being typical me. I was like, no, thank you. Please send this back and send that back, and I would not like this, and I just want regular this. If you have this, okay, then I will have nothing because this is ridiculous. But when we came in and I saw, so they set us right by the kitchen, so we could actually see everybody who was cooking, and I was like, I don't see the blacks. So that was a concern. That was a concern because, again, like Scarlett said, when I think Southern, I'm thinking soul food, and I'm thinking Chicago's chicken and waffles. Right? I'm thinking like I want to see black staff, I want to see black cooks, because when I saw all of that, I said there is no seasoning. That was my initial thought when I saw the staff. So I was like, I don't know. So I said I'm gonna go simple, but I still had to send my simple back. My bill was $16. So y'all paid $80. The girl said nope. I said, because I know I'm not going to eat this. You know what I mean? I tried it. This is not, it didn't give what it was supposed to have gave. I'm too old to be accepting things that are unacceptable. Take this back and we'll try again. And then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm good. Like, we keep trying it. It's not working. Let's move on.
Yeah.
So
It definitely did not give. Like even the drinks wasn't given. Like nothing about that
It really
menu
wasn't.
yeah, it was bad.
given.
And I knew it was bad when you said it was bad. I said, oh,
Yeah.
because at first I was like, let me just sit down and be quiet, child. I'm being extra.
Nah.
But then when the foodie spoke on it, I said, yes, ma'am, please take this back.
I tried to enjoy, but then I was like, nah. Yeah, and I was like, they gonna get a nice Google review for me for the world to see that this ain't it. Like, don't
They give you that big old plate for that
Yeah.
sandwich.
Right, and they just had one biscuit sandwich on there. They ain't give me no garnishment, no fruit, no nothing. It was just a biscuit and chicken on a plate, like a big plate. I'm like, this is stupid.
For $80.
For $80. Like, who plated this? Like, this is retarded. But it was a mess. So we did that, and then we went to Fat Tuesdays. There's a Fat Tuesdays in the Venetian. So we got to kind of see, and the murals on the wall or the ceiling was beautiful. So it's supposed to be like Italy, yes, yeah. Okay, that's it. Okay, so it's supposed to be like that, but it was dope. Yeah, so it was nice to be back. I had been in the Venetian before, so like through the gondola part, like over there.
Yeah. Okay.
Really, I ain't going on the gondola. No. Listen, so I went there and we just did a quick timeshare video so we could get free tickets to the Wax Museum. Is why
she was on a mission.
Listen, we was on a mission. That was a long time ago before your girl had jobs and all that.
Sometimes she be boring in the mug. Don't it be like 2+ hours sometimes?
Yes, heck yeah.
He was working.
So, and you just gotta be like, no, I don't want timeshare. No. A mess. So then after that, I don't remember what we did. Anybody wants to jump in?
I don't know.
I feel like we just walked back and
we took a nap.
Oh, yeah. So that's when our 6 a.m. caught up with us.
It is.
Got it.
Because this is Sunday, right? This was on Sunday. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So then, So then we got up, and that's when we was like, okay, well, we gonna head over to the MGM, which is a resort I had never been in.
Me neither.
So that was fun to go down there. Because my only reference for MGM is Tupac. Like, this is where he had to fight, and then he died.
The file in your head.
That's the
Ain't this today, right? Wasn't it today? Or isn't it coming up?
It is coming up.
That is eerie.
It is. That's
last time when we were there, remember our driver was like, this the spot right here where he got shot.
That's crazy.
Remember we was at the gas station.
Why would you tell people that?
I don't know, but I guess he thought it's a memorable spot to show.
I don't know.
He's like, and if you look to your right,
I can't.
If you look to your right, somebody died.
Right. Exactly. This is the infamous murder spot of Tupac Shakur.
That was my only reference to MGM, but it was dope to go over there. And then Scarlett had Quincy in her bag because we was really bosses. Like
Quincy was doing the most for us. I was like, okay,
Quincy did. Like,
and then he showed up. We were like, huh? You didn't expect you to. I look. Okay, when your brain doesn't have information, it fills in the gaps, right?
Mm-hmm. Not ready. But DJ Mustard was the headlining DJ at Hakkasan. And your girls got in for free $99. We paid down. Free. And on Labor Day weekend in Vegas, we got in the club with the headlining DJ for free. Like, I feel like that's super tight. Now,
and we didn't have to wait in a long line.
And they skipped us in the line and everything. Yeah, I was like, who does he think Scarlett is? That's what I wanted to know. Who does he think you are? Shout out to Keisha.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out to Keisha. Good looking now. We hit them elevators and we were good.
We was good.
Until we found a spot, basically. We were good when we found a spot.
We were. It was packed in there. It was. So once we found a good spot, we got comfortable. But DJ Mustard was, he was okay. It was free. So I had to keep reminding myself, like, you ain't paid for it. So just enjoy what you have. But I thought that, he played a lot of stuff where I was like, I don't want to hear this. So for me, it was just like, okay.
He definitely played like a mixed crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was mindful of his audience. It's Vegas.
Yeah.
All sorts of people.
Yeah.
So what were you saying, Scarlett?
Oh, I think he started off strong.
I do
and
too.
then it went very much like California Bay. If you're not from there, then you like,
Long
what?
You don't know,
Yeah.
right?
That's when all the Long Beach Jews came out. Yeah, I'm from Long Beach. Okay, sir.
I was
That's
so
cool.
lost. But he did kept saying, like, if you're not from Cali, you don't know this. And I'm like, duh,
Exactly.
we not
Right.
from Cali.
Exactly.
That's the point.
Shout out
That
to
is
me
the
because
point.
I knew some of it though. I was
Yeah,
like,
we did.
you know what? I may have heard that a
Yeah,
time or two.
that one, those
Hey,
you got
that-
those.
hey.
Yeah.
You was right at the whole time we was
We
in
love that one. With the other stuff, we was like, what? Like, what is it? I was so like, all right. And I feel like he would get into a momentum and then he would just like stop. Like he would
And
go
hit us
up
with a pop
Yeah.
or something.
Yeah, that's true.
and
Yeah.
it would be like, oh, that's so it's like, why
It was
would
like he would look out into the crowd and he would see all the white people being like, oh, they don't know this.
Yeah, I was like, ooh.
Let me hit him with a little EDM.
And yes, that EDM was
EDM.
creeping on in there. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, take
But
this.
that just goes to show you he's a professional DJ if he
Yeah.
can cater to so
Yeah,
many
plays his
different.
style.
That's true.
Mhm.
That's true. So yeah, shout out to DJ Mustard. He was in the building taking shots of people. I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, he was.
People whose birthday was like, it's your birthday, like come on, let's come and take a shot. So I was like, that's really awesome. Good for him. So
Mhm.
yeah. So I kind of want to go back, but I failed to mention that we had to walk down the stairs at Dre's. That was another thing where I was just like, they had to fix that because that was
With no
not
warning.
okay.
Of how many flights? No warning, right?
Yeah, because you know when you come in, so we talked. We'll get to the Monday, but for the Saturday, Lil Wayne, they gave us all this special treatment because we did spend a lot of money
Yeah.
there that night. So I get it, right? It was like private escorts here and there, and they got us settled, and they did this and elevator this and elevator that. But on the way out, they was like, "All right, then."
I swear.
And then we was like, so I'm sorry, where's our concierge? And how do we get back to our room? And they were like, no, Cinderella, the ball has ended. You take them damn stairs.
We was
And I was like, but if I would have known we had to take the stairs, I wouldn't give Wayne everything that I had to give.
Right.
I don't have any energy for these stairs.
and it was a whole lot of stairs. Like
Yeah,
And
we
we
was like,
were
how many
pumped.
flights did we go up? Like, geez.
Right.
And
We
flights-
wore pumps because we
Yeah.
were so afraid of the dress code at
Yeah.
Dre's, which
Yeah.
was intimidating online.
Right.
It was very intimidating online.
so you girls had on heels, walking down 10 flights of stairs. No,
I brought my
drinks.
flats
I did
though,
too.
in my purse because I said, look,
Yeah, I definitely had my
this is what
flats
you're
on.
not going to do.
But that was like another minor thing where I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix that. 'cause that
Yeah,
was
they gave us
ridiculous.
way too much good treatment in the beginning, and then like it was like, all right,
Yeah,
we're
and
done.
then
It's a wrap.
It's not like a secret passageway if you stay at the Cromwell, like which I think is ridiculous. Like I have to go
Yeah.
out to come back in,
which
to
is
the
we're like
hotel.
we're guests here at your hotel.
Yeah,
We're not one of
Yeah.
these commoners. I'm just playing. No, we're not one of these
The
people.
peasants, right? We wanted to say peasants.
Right, but you know, like we literally are staying at your establishment
Yeah.
where we need to go upstairs, not down.
it
But
should
whatever.
be like a guest entrance or something.
And then it was like a back alley stair. It wasn't even like nice, clean
No.
stairs. It was like raggedy back. I don't know.
Yeah.
It was
Stairs
giving me
for the
very
hill.
much fire escape.
and
the
that's
fire
what it
escape.
was.
That's
the
what it
fire
was.
escape. Yes. So
The
that
service
was hot mess.
stairs is what it was.
Yes, that was a hot mess. So then after Hakkasan, of course your girls is hungry, so we found a pizza place. In the MGM.
That pizza was good. It was cold.
It was cold. Yeah, that
Yeah, that
barbecue
pizza
pizza
was
was
good.
straight. It was like an Ian's,
Yeah,
if you're
yeah,
from
like
Milwaukee, it was
Ian's.
kind of like an Ian's pizza, which was cool. So we did that. So again, it's like 3-4 in the morning again.
No, child. And Ryan was still with us.
Still with us,
Holding
kicking.
strong.
Listen.
Well, like EDM.
Listen. Hey. Then we got back to our room and we slept.
My goal was just to wash my face. I was like, Lord, I'm
No,
tired.
I think I went right to sleep. I think you was watching TV or something. Like, weren't you?
Well, I think I have like my goal was just to make it to the bathroom and wash my face. But since I was in there, I was like, well, I think I took a shower. I think I did everything.
Yeah, you did everything.
And then by that time I'm up. So now I'm like, well, let's see what's on the Jesus.
I was knocked out.
Right.
Like, I think my body was like, all right, now you're tired. Like, go to sleep. So then on Monday was the best day ever.
The best day.
Good time.
Best
Good
day
time.
ever. So, you know, I'm a sucker for a good coordination. Shout out, I follow some really dope ladies on Instagram, and she used to run this site called Bride Hive. So she would have, her name is Shaq Wheel. So if you follow her on Instagram, super dope. So her and all her friends, like, they have these really like fabulous like birthday parties or showers or bridal showers or baby showers, whatever it is, but they always like coordinate. And I just thought that was super dope. So I was like, me and my friends, we should start doing it. And I feel like every trip we have been doing it. Like, we find a way to coordinate somehow. But this Vegas trip, we like set it off. Like, it was cold. Like, everybody was like, okay, we see you. So it was super cute. So everybody came through with their orange pieces. Everybody had their orange with them. Orange swimwear, yes. And it just looked really cohesive. Like, you could tell we was a group. It looked really great together. So we walking through, getting escorted again at Dre's to our bungalow that we had for a really low price.
The low price.
So we got there, and it was, the beach party gave everything you was supposed to have gave. Yeah. Like, I wasn't expecting, because it wasn't like a headliner DJ. I don't know who that DJ was.
I don't know, but shout out to them, whoever he was.
The DJ was snapping, like, good times. Yeah. Good times. Like, I had the best time.
Yeah.
Yes. What was y'all like best part of the beach club day?
I would say I appreciate the fact that they had an air conditioning in that thing and fans. Like, good looking out. They knew it was hot.
It was 150 degrees, I think.
I like the amount of seating that we had. Like, if we wanted to come with 12 people deep, I think we would have still, had enough space for everybody to sit, whether that be in a pool or on the sides or whatnot. And then I appreciate our neighbors that we had, because they were pretty lit too.
Mm-hmm.
I like that we had a private pool too. Like, the other day just realized, I'm like, you know what? We never went to the big pool because
we didn't.
So
we had our own
our little private pool the whole time, which I really, really liked and appreciated. So, and again, it let us bond with our neighbors who were also lit. So we had a good time with them.
That's what's up. Scarlett?
Oh, I just like being in the water. Like, I ain't been in the water in a long time, so that was fun. The music, the drinks was flowing. Yeah, it was nice.
Yes, it was so much fun, and I'm glad y'all brought up our neighbors. Shout out to them. Cher, what was your favorite part?
My favorite part was at the end when we were with our neighbors and we were singing over the music. The DJ was coming through with all the old hits, and we were singing over the music. Yes, our two bungalows.
I think there was some Chi-Town too.
There was some
going on. There was some Chi-Town stepping too.
There was, but I have a couple moments that I really like.
Kick them off.
One was when our favorite SG Rose, when they played their song, honey. When I tell you that those ladies, they jumped out of the pool in coordination, like, this is not a drill. Okay,
they was like, come on,
and they said, we gonna shake that monkey.
They shook it. They shook it till it couldn't shook.
And I was in the bungalow talking to that dude, but I said, hold on, sir, I have more important things to attend to. I must catch this. I need live footage. So I was like, hold on, I'll be back. Look, I gotta get this.
You said, let's put a pin in this conversation.
Exactly. Like, we'll get back to that. But look at my friends, they wilding out right now. They never do this.
Yes.
Catch this. But no, when I tell y'all, that was it was fun to watch. Yes, like, I was like, first of all, weren't y'all just in the pool? Now all of a sudden y'all didn't got a line and just start getting it. Okay.
It was so cracking. Like, that was.
And I don't know if y'all realized it, but everybody was watching y'all.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Because not only were y'all like killing it, but we were all coordinated. So it was like, to watch.
So I was like, okay, ladies, go ahead. Go ahead, get to it.
Yes.
I feel like the best part of that is like when y'all dropped it low, y'all dropped it.
I was like, I didn't know that y'all could still do that.
Right.
I know back in the day how Scarlett could do it, but I didn't know.
I was like, all right now, y'all be doing y'all squats.
I was like, shout out to the squats. I said, Scarlett got knees like
me.
Like me.
Like me. Man, yes. When y'all was doing the clap under the leg, I was like, okay.
I was like, y'all doing high knees?
Okay.
Oh no.
Cause
not the high knees, honey.
I was out.
But then I ain't gonna lie, I was like, wait a minute, are they gonna play the entire song? Are they gonna make it?
I wouldn't have played it.
I wouldn't have listened.
No.
But then I saw Scarlett's face was looking like, please don't play the whole song. Because y'all gonna be down one poodle.
Down the poodle.
Down one poodle.
Down.
Okay.
Start like doing a hand signal on the front. That's
how you know you tired.
That's how you transition. He said, I'm just gonna support my sorors. That's what I'm gonna do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, but that was everything.
It was so
I just be watching that video at home by myself for no reason. I'd be like, this is hilarious.
It was so
yes.
fun. But shout out to our neighbors too. A group of guys. I don't remember all their names, but my frat. Shout out to Jordan. Jordan was there, who was getting married. So congratulations.
Yes, they were
him. Bachelor party.
Bachelor party.
Yes.
Thank you. I was gonna say bachelorette.
So a group of guys. They did have 2 women with them, who were a cousin of a cousin or something like that. So when we first got there, like the dudes wasn't there. It was like 2 dudes and the 2 girls, right? But then we went off to another part of the pool area to take some pictures, and I saw the group of dudes walk up. So I'm like, okay, what's about to happen? It's lit over there. So then when we got back, you know, we gotta like fill them out first before we like jump in. So we go in our bungalow and they're kind of in theirs. But then we see them all get in the pool and we like, hold up. I got to share, like this is our pool. So then we just get in with them, and then you know we all start talking to each other, realized a few of them were Greek, one was a Sigma, one was a Kappa. Took some Greek photos and just started chopping it up. They were super
They tried to challenge us to a dance off.
Did they?
Yes, they did.
When?
Yes, they did. I don't think that you realized that you were part of it.
Oh, when they was like the
yes.
Okay, yes.
They tried to challenge us.
But I was ready. I knew all the dances.
I said, first of all, I was like, when they take it back to the 9-9, that's what y'all better watch out. And then next thing you know, the next record, he was like, it's the 9-9. I was like, okay.
Every song they played was in there because I'm like, this was college. Like, you can't challenge us. Like,
really not to the 9-9. Look, if they do that new stuff, I'm out.
Yes, we would have been out. But no, to that, our freshman year, we was at all the parties at, you know, at the Union. So we knew all the dances. So, but no, they were super cool. Shout out to them guys from St. Louis. Had a blast. Jordan actually texted me the other day because I accidentally texted him because my son's friend name is Jordan. So I was trying to text him. He was like, yeah, like, I think you texting the wrong person. I'm like, no, I'm not. But then I realized that it wasn't. And he was like, yeah, I was thinking about y'all. Like, I hope y'all made it back safe, like whatever. And I'm like, yeah, we're good. So yeah, shout out to Jordan and all his people. And hopefully his wedding goes beautifully and they have a great life. So that's what's up.
Yeah, Jordan and his friend was trying to compete, and I was like, "Let me tell you something. You're getting married, sir. Right. So you sit down.
Right, you're out. You're out. Getting married."
And was like, I know my cousin got a thing. I was like, "Your cousin's getting married. What part of this don't we understand?"
Like, first of all,
you don't know how y'all marriages work, but
you're not doing none of that over here.
Right.
So yeah, I don't think they were expecting to run into a group of fun, beautiful women like us. That was like super chill. Like we was just having fun in our own world, not looking to do anything, which, you know, was dope to me. So yeah, that was, I mean, Monday was so much. We stayed there from like 11 to 5. Like they literally had to kick us out.
They did.
Yeah.
Turn off our air.
It definitely was past 5.
Yes.
It was 5 when we were wrapping up, but then
it was
they
almost
hitting
6
us with them songs,
them
R&B old school songs, and we were singing to least past 6.
Yeah.
I feel like the DJ, he saw us like getting our life over there, all them old school songs. He's like, well, I'm just gonna keep playing.
He kept going.
Right. Look, and he did everything he was supposed to have given.
He did.
And that was my favorite part, was just
he did his thing.
Singing loud over the music with my best.
Yes. Oh my God. Such a beautiful time. But then my ponytail fell off, and I was just like,
I've never seen
it. Did not fall off.
It fell off, but it's all good because I should have known because I did my own hair, and I was like, bro, you know your quality of work. Like, why are you acting
about a rubber band? And then you wrapped it up.
I did wrap it up. But then eventually I just took it off when we went to dinner, if y'all noticed. That wasn't on no more. Because I
Dude
was
put it in her purse.
I didn't notice that. I didn't know that.
I didn't notice it either.
I noticed it, but I was just like, you go, girl.
The ponytail was out.
Yeah, we laughed at that for at least like an hour. I was like,
So,
you just gonna
help
put
me
your hair in your
understand
purse.
when, like, because there was Jocelyn's Cabaret, and then there was
Y'all,
so
that-
where?
That was my favorite part
I
of
forgot
the trip dance. That
was
right
so
there. So to give
Do it like
people,
it's
because
my
I don't,
baby.
can you explain what Jocelyn's Cabaret is for the people who may not know?
Okay, Jocelyn's Cabaret. I don't know if you heard the song. Is it "Live Your Best Life"?
It is
or-
called Live Your Best Life. Yeah.
Right. So Jocelyn Hernandez, we all know her and how she say Stevie, right? Well, her and her unique way of communicating had us all shook. And so we had to do like a little short video for the TikTokers of the world for Jocelyn's Cabaret. And we was trying to do it like it was our B-Day. And we had everybody and their mama come into that elevator when nobody was there.
Yeah.
The whole
Ever.
time we was there,
Everyone.
right?
And so Jocelyn's Cabaret, I looked it up. It is a chronicle of the everyday life of Jocelyn Hernandez. So she was on Love and Hip Hop, I
Mhm.
believe, at
Mhm.
Atlanta. So she's launching her cabaret show, which is in Miami. It's of a strip club where she worked a decade ago, and she's providing like, you know, inside look into the everyday lives of the strippers, and it's supposed to be reminiscent of like the Players Club.
Mm.
And so
Hmm.
it's viral on social media,
Yeah.
where people are doing like a reenactment of her intro to that song, right? And so we thought it was funny. We wanted to do our version, and we did it in the hotel on our floor. And the whole trip, there was no traffic here.
None.
But for whatever reason, when we brought out the camera, all of these random guys just kept coming. So every time they got off the elevator, we were like, welcome to Jocelyn's Cabaret, where your wish is my desire.
Remember the man that doubled back?
Girl, that man, he said everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like where your dreams will be fulfilled. He was like, every dream, all of y'all are just one of y'all. Like, who, what?
He backtracked so fast.
But only his
The
head came back.
twist.
He was walking by, but then his head came back like, wait a
His
minute.
head was
Are you done
like-
with this video. Right. And we're like, sir, it's a joke. Keep it moving.
And the one dude was like, oh damn, like I'm just trying to get to the elevator. Like, y'all all know
But that one dude who was an attendant, because there's a clip of Chanel now doing her part, and she's like laughing. And then we didn't know. Me and Scarlett didn't know that he was there. So
he like popped up out of nowhere. Like I didn't even hear the elevator open. So I'm like, damn, did he take his service elevator? Like, you know?
he probably heard that dreams was being fulfilled. And he was like, let's see what that's like.
And he was just standing there too, like he scared the mess out of me. But that was funny. We was in that again. We're TikToking over 30. Take a minute.
I don't
Get it.
recommend. I do not recommend.
But hilarious. But nonetheless, it was fun.
It was
definitely
fun.
a memory that we will always think about and cherish.
Whether
and
we
laugh
post it or
about.
not. It's still
Whether we
a
posted or not,
memory.
it was a memory. You had to be there, man. Like if you missed it, you missed a good time.
Yeah.
Yes.
But then after that, we just went to dinner. At where I don't remember where the dinner place was at.
What's the Garcia?
Guy Fieri's restaurant at the
But where was
Link.
it at? At the Link.
At the Link. Mhm.
Okay, that's where we was at. And Guy Fieri snapped. Like that food was good to me. Like my food was pretty good. So
Yeah.
yeah, I just had a salad and I was like, he okay, guy. I mean, you're getting 10 milli from Food Network.
Right.
So I would not complain about that place. It was straight for what it was. It's like regular food, but it was pretty good.
I will say that's like the one thing, like by the end of the trip, I was like craving vegetables.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
We like lived our best life and I loved every minute of it. By the time I really wanted to like eat one of them big old smash, grab truck driver burgers, whatever, but I could like, I like couldn't. I tried, but so next time I got to go back and do that. But yeah.
Yeah, I definitely got a salad because my stomach was like, girl,
Right.
you're doing too much.
Right.
I got the wings. I was like, we're still on vacation.
So,
My stomach
Trash
was,
can nachos.
my son was like, we get on
which
the
was
plane.
huge.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I had the
those are-
nachos and the chili. I was definitely doing the most.
Ooh, just
Yeah.
eat.
It looks
That's
good. Y'all nachos look real good too.
They did look really good.
Next time I go back to Vegas, whenever that is, I'm gonna go and get them nachos.
Well, so y'all can come in December if y'all want to.
You going back in December?
Speaking of that, I meant to mention you guys. One of the guys that I still have been in communication with from Monday, that day at Dre's Beach Club, he mentioned like New Year's Eve is lit in Vegas.
Oh yeah,
I would imagine.
I would
so.
believe
You know, because all the stars come out too to perform until midnight and beyond, right? So I think maybe that could be on the itinerary for future plans.
All right. I mean, that's around my birthday time too. So
Let me
know about that December. It's crazy because Vegas is one of those places where you can go over and over again and have so many different experiences.
Yeah.
So
I agree.
even though we keep going back in this one year, it's been different every single time.
Yeah, we haven't done the same thing twice.
We have not done the same thing twice.
No, we haven't. And we haven't stayed at the same place twice. Like it's always different every time we go.
Absolutely.
Which is dope.
Absolutely. Why do y'all think why are girls' trips important?
That's a good question.
I think it gives you a time to be in community outside of your family, right? Like, okay, most of us are married or with kids, but like we just get to be women, right? We don't have to be employees, we don't have to be mothers, we don't have to be any of these things. Like we can just be fun, free, and have a good time. Like no responsibilities. And so I just think it helps you to remember who you are as a person and not as these other labels that other people give you, if that makes sense.
That was a word.
Yes.
I love that.
That was a word.
I love that.
I agree with everything that you just said.
That was a word.
I don't have to be anything else other than Sherry Renee.
And
there's no judgment.
Alone. That I'm not alone. I think for me, it reminds me that I'm not alone. So some things that you may feeling or experience that you may have, someone else in the group has had them or experienced them, you know? So it's nice to connect with other people. Like, be like, yes, sis, I see you. Because when I was talking about getting out there in the dating scene, I think with Chanel, who was bold enough to pregame with me on the first day.
Okay.
Right? She was like, ain't nothing out in these streets. And I was like, girl, see, because I thought it was me.
You are not alone.
Right. I was like, okay, because I was starting to wonder.
No, it's hard out here for a pimp.
It really is. Trying to get that money for the rent.
Girl.
Get all these bills paid.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I just like miss y'all. Like we're all in different places. And so like you guys represent so much of me that I don't get to be like with other people, and I just really love and appreciate y'all's friendship and us being together and just being ourselves like fully and completely. And just like I just miss y'all and I miss it, and it reminds me of college and that time that we had together, and just like I'm glad that we can carry like that special friendship from that first day when y'all was in my room and I was asleep all the way
hilarious
all the way till now, and like for the rest of our lives. Like I really 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 enjoy our time together because like it's rare, and so like that to me is why it's super important.
That's so sweet. Love you. That was so sweet and so true, man. Yes. What about you? Why do you think it's important, Sherry?
I think that it's something that you get to look forward to, and you know that no matter what's going on in your life, you get to take that break. You get to commune with your girl. You get to get great advice. You get to let your hair down. If you want to cry, you can cry. If you want to dance, you can dance. If you want to cut up, you can cut up. You can do whatever you want. It's like whoever you are in that moment, it's acceptable. And you know to tell your girls are there and they got your back, and you know that this is a safe place. Right? So whatever chaos is going on in the world, COVID is real. We have family members that are dying. You know what I mean? For that second, for that moment, it's like you get to quote unquote have no responsibilities, like Scarlett said, right? It's like you just get to live in the moment, enjoy it for what it is. And then that daggone day comes where you like, I gotta go back home.
Back to reality, man. It hit you hard. Reality. It hit so hard.
But it's almost like you're carefree.
Yeah.
That's what I love about it. Like I ain't gotta be nobody TT. I don't work for this company. I don't belong to any organization.
None of that.
I don't mentor anyone. Like I am just me, and that's it, and that's okay.
Freedom.
Yeah.
Right. Freedom. That's what it is. It's freedom.
Yeah.
And acceptance.
And we get to try new things. You know what I mean? Like, and having those experiences with people that you love and care about for the first time, it's always memorable. Like, it's the memories for me.
Yes, and that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's the experiences and it's the memories. And I think out of all the trips that we've had, like from your mom's birthday to Cancun to Dallas to Atlanta, like I've experienced you all in all of these different settings. We've got to make experience together. We've got to make memories together. Like, this is stuff we gonna remember forever. And it comes off to where we like, okay, we want to keep doing this. Like, we want this to be a thing for our group. And I think for me, like, coming into this single season again, like, it was my goal to be more intentional with my friends and just enjoy life, like not dwelling on like, oh, I'm single and woe is me and love is not ever gonna find me. But it's just like, girl, you do have people that love you. Your friends love you, girl. They want to kick it with you. We having a good time. Like, for me, that's what it's all been about. Like, just living life and experiencing it. Because I think in the past, like, I would be at points where we would try to plan girls' trips and I would be like, I'm out. Like, I'm not going, like, for whatever reason, like the money's not right or whatever. But whatever snapped in my head where I'm like, this is valuable time. This is valuable experiences that I'll never get back. I was just like, I'll find a way. I'm gonna book this flight and I'll worry about how to pay for it later. Like, that's been my goal. And you know, now I'm getting better with my finances, but I'm so grateful that I've got to experience all of these trips with you all and to get to know you, Desi, better, to reconnect with you, Ryan, to reconnect with Scarlett, to reconnect with Sherry, and just bond as sisters and as friends. Like, and I do hope that we continue to do these girls trips just annually. Like, if we can, like, just keep doing it bigger.
We've done way more than annually.
Yes, we have. We've definitely done way more than annually. And our girls trips are inspiring other women to take trips with their friends.
And that's what I so many people are in my like, can I come? Can I do this?
Yes.
Y'all, oh, that was nice. Or y'all don't understand. This was so great the way y'all did.
Yes.
Because we just live in
We're
it.
just
So
living.
we know that we have fun, but we just think like, oh, because I'm with my girl. So we could have did nothing, right?
Yeah.
And it would still be fun. But you know, people are being inspired. They're like, you know, y'all go all out. Y'all do this. Y'all do that. And it's because it's important to us.
Yeah.
Right. And that's one of the things I am grateful for, because Scarlett, with you moving away,
yeah,
I was like, I have to go see Scarlett. You know what I mean? So it was like, well, this is going to Colorado now, you know. So, probably would have never did this before, but here I am, right? So that became a thing. And Ryan, you know, with you being in Chicago, even just taking those trips, you know, going to see the Willis Tower, right? Just going to just taking that time and understanding that it's sacred, and realizing too that a lot of the trips that we did they were celebratory trips. This one was not, but really just being intentional about like, wow, like, let's celebrate your life. Yeah. Let's do something centered around you. Let's show you that we do love and appreciate you. You know what I mean? Like, give you your flowers while you're here. I found something online that said top 6 reasons why you should plan a girls trip today. No drama agenda. And it's just talking about how you with your, like, when you with your real friends, you know it's gonna be fun. You don't have to worry about nothing. You know that you're in for a good time. So even if you don't have an agenda, you know for sure that the agenda will be no drama. I was like, that's cool, because that's some feedback that I got too. They was, you know, a lot of people have said, I've done girls trips and it didn't turn out the way that y'all's turned out. Yeah. Or we argued, we fought.
I hear that so much. And it's so unfortunate that, I mean, it gives the rap that women cannot be together. Like, a group of women cannot be together by what we see in the media or whatever the case may be. But I'm just like, we don't have those issues when we go on trips.
Yeah. Except for that Miami trip.
Miami.
The first one, that's what
happened in Miami.
I'd be like, no thanks. Look at Scarlett's face, because she know that was me.
Listen, they don't remember because they was the problem.
Because it was them. That's why they don't remember.
To be honest, I was like, why are y'all upset? We're on vacation. Like,
I barely even remember Miami.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you blocked it out.
I absolutely, because Miami was a rough.
It looked like a great time.
I will say,
it was
we were young. We didn't have careers. We had
we had no money.
Yeah. I had just had a baby. Like, my life was terrible at that point. Like, y'all had graduated. Your girl was still in school. Like, I was not happy with my life.
we are definitely different than we are.
You came to Miami with no bags. I know you were struggling.
Have y'all considered like a do-over for Miami?
No, I don't. No, we just gonna stick to other places now.
Other places.
And here's why. Go ahead, Scarlett.
But you see on the internet all the time, like Miami is the girlfriend killer. Like
that's why. That's what I was about to say.
See on the internet all the time. Even when we were in Miami, and it was me, you, and Sanaya, we were walking around and we bonded with some girls who were going through the same thing.
Yes, they were. But you know, Scarlett is right. I've seen so many memes that was like, "Don't ever go to Miami."
That is funny.
It's a doozy. But number 2, it says it makes you a better person. So you're a better friend, mother, daughter, wife, whoever, whatever those titles are, you are a better person when you take a break and spend time with your girls. It gives you perspective on life, whatever it is that you're going through, right? You get to share and whatever it is that you're experiencing.
Yeah.
So you become a better person, you become happier. Number 3, reliving your younger years. So like Ryan said, we get to take it back and pretend like we're in college just for a weekend, because we can't do that forever, child.
No.
For a weekend.
We got bills. Can't be going too crazy.
Can't go too crazy.
And these knees can't do it.
The knees can't take it.
Yeah.
Except for Scarlett's. But other than that, you the only one who can do that. I saw them high knees. I said, we gonna be doing this. Okay. Number 4 says time to talk. And I feel like that trip when we went to Colorado, I don't know if that was the second time or the first time, but you came with us. No, you came with us. And I think that's when we had some serious talks. You was going through a lot at that time.
Oh, yeah. Child, I was breaking up my home. It's funny now, but it was not funny then. But it was funny. It's funny now.
Yeah, and I feel like there's always a moment, you know, on the trip where we just get to like have those real conversations, and I look, girl, this is what you need to do, or you know, whatever. So time to talk, you know, get those perspective. And then I know for this time for us, it's like, dude, COVID is really taking our families out. Absolutely. Like, what the heck is going on? Like, we need to. I guess we're the new adults. You know, a lot. It said it's good for your health.
Mm-hmm. I believe that.
Yep, it releases those happy hormones. Right, and it says that as women, we need to focus on our personal needs for better health, blah, 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 blah. Y'all get that. Mm-hmm. And number 6, it says give yourself permission. So people will come up with 1,000 reasons why they can't take a trip, don't have money, don't have time, don't have a sitter, don't have blah, blah, blah. But the point is, you just need to do it.
Just do it. Mm-hmm. And that used to be me. That's probably why I was an asshole in Miami, if I was. So my apologies. Life was awful back then. But now I do, like, it's a priority. Like, I have to travel with my friends because I need to. Like, I need this for my health. Like, and my kid understands. Like, my mom understands. Like, they be like, go. Like, go.
Dude, Chanel called her son, woke him up. Went in on him for not being up, and then took her ass back to sleep. I was like, I don't understand this. Make it make sense. And then she had the nerve, I don't understand why you went. And I was like, first of all, me and you were college roommates, honey. If you want to talk about somebody not being up, bro,
I seen you.
I seen you. And you're doing it right now. Like, how dare you cut? And then you going in on this poor baby. I wanted to break into that conversation. Like, JR, I see you. She's lying.
No.
You don't know her like I do.
Listen to Auntie Sherry.
Your mama is trifling.
Very much so. But
I know her.
He got up. He made the school on time. I was to go.
All right, then hung up and was like, I was like, oh no. Chanel, I used to get up and go to work, and Chanel would still be asleep. And she would be like, and I used to want to just, oh, Jesus. I used to want to just mother. I would get up and go to class. And when I say class, I'm talking about our class.
Yeah.
And she would be like, and just go right back to sleep. I'm like,
she ain't got no worries.
Yeah, no worries. Listen, which is probably why she graduated and I didn't. So there's always a consequence to your actions.
Consequences and repercussions. Hey. There were no consequences this weekend, at least not that I know of, not yet. Yeah. We'll wait and see.
We'll see.
But for now, we're claiming no consequences or repercussions.
What happened in Vegas just happened, and nothing really happens. It needs to stay there, is what I'm trying to say. So we're just here for living good.
Having a good time.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. What is your next trip, everybody? Sounds like Scarlett's going back to Vegas.
Oh yeah. In December. Yeah, with your family?
Yeah, so I'm going to Louisiana in October. And then I'm going to go to Vegas with my family in December. My sister is supposed to be getting married my mom decided that so we could have reason to go. And my sister was like, I'm not doing that. So we're just going on vacation.
Nice.
Nice.
What about you, Des? Where are you going next?
Oh, I don't have anything for the year, but I'm looking forward to Centennial for the SG Rose next year. My family wants to go to California next year, but I don't know. So I like to think of it. I have a blank canvas.
Okay.
So I'm open to trips should they arise.
Okay. Ryan, where are you going?
Do work trips count?
Sure. Where are you going?
Go to DC next month.
Woo!
In October during homecoming season?
And you didn't invite us.
Girl, I'm gonna be there.
Oh, we crashing.
I think I'll be there less than 24 hours. So.
Oh my goodness.
I think you can just extend it.
I mean, it could. I don't know when homecoming is though. Maybe.
Well, Howard's is like at the end of October, like the 20th,
Oh, maybe.
25th.
It could be the end or early November.
Yeah.
Okay, well, maybe because I'm going towards the end of October. So actually, I might be there.
Cracking.
And then in order to keep my status, I need to take 2 more flights outside of that by the end of the year. So I'm going to at least 2 more places where I don't know, but I'm going. So
Love it.
On the real, keep your status.
Yeah, gotta keep the status. So we'll find out. I'll let y'all know.
And Chanel, where are you going?
I don't have anything lined up right now, but I do have a love credit, a love voucher, whatever they call it from Southwest that they owed me for a canceled trip. And I have a bunch of credits. So I need to take my mom somewhere. So it might be Vegas again because my mom really wants to go to Vegas. She's never been there. So I might be back in Vegas sooner than later to take her on that trip. But other than that, the year is pretty much open for me as well. I'm just looking forward to my 35th birthday, so trying to get that in order. Hey.
I think we should all get punch cards for Vegas. I don't know if they have them.
I mean, right. Seriously, we do.
Well, them flights of steps and at the Cromwell, yeah, you're right.
Listen, we deserve a lot of points for this trip.
You forgot about the steps at Hakkasan. Remember we walked up like
with another warning. They don't tell you how many flights.
I forgot about that. Those stairs killed me though. Like
I almost gave up.
Yeah, so
I was like, you know what?
One thing on the
was like,
we're on the up.
This. Like
Scarlett was like Rocky, like you can do it. And I was like, I can't.
She couldn't disappoint her boy who got a stand.
Man, Scarlett was like,
I was at the back of the line.
I was like,
I couldn't breathe. Me and Chanel been slacking on our
and I was behind you, Chanel, because I saw you breathing.
I died. But no, Sherry Renee, where are you going? What's coming up?
So my mom's birthday is coming up, so we are gonna go to New York City next month.
New York City.
So she and I were able to go to Buffalo. So we went to Niagara Falls back in June, but she really wants to go to New York City. So we're gonna do that next month. I just finalized everything over the weekend, so I was proud of myself for working on that itinerary. Because the thing about when you take a trip without y'all is that I have to do everything, and I'm like, oh no, can I outsource some of this? Can I put it in the Google Doc and they just help? You know, and just look, you're on food, you're on this, you're on that. Like, can we give you this up? No Wayne for mama though.
Okay,
no Wayne for mama. No, but we have a lot planned out, and we're gonna be real live New Yorkers and take trains, metros, buses, whatever they do. That's what we're gonna do.
That's gonna be fun.
I may break down and get an Uber or Lyft though. I don't know, but we're gonna really try to be like real live New Yorkers.
You guys got this. Them subways, you got this.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
So make sure y'all tracking my location. And
absolutely.
y'all check me and make sure it's a lot.
You already know that.
Because you know I'm not good with directions or anything.
Y'all got on the wrong train in Pennsylvania.
Exactly. And that's the type of stuff that I would do.
Yeah. So we'll make sure you're straight.
Yeah. Be like, it says that you're in Pennsylvania. What's going on with this?
Hilarious. But no, that's all exciting. Everybody sounds like they got some good stuff in plan.
But I might be able to squeeze out another trip to Vegas though with Scarlett.
You said in December.
So
I would love to go.
So let me know about that.
Honestly, I really want to see Usher. So I like look at them prices and I'm like, should I do it? Because I think it'll be a really good show.
I mean,
December 30th through January 2nd.
What's the dates?
December 30th through January 2nd.
Okay,
and your girl gonna be
I'm already gonna be off.
Yeah, we're gonna be off work. So then we really won't have any work.
I might have to bring my mama. We might have to really do that.
I won't even have to set out.
Because your mama's gonna be there too. It's a family trip.
My aunt, my uncle, my daddy. Yeah.
My
sister and her boy. It's just gonna be. I'm gonna be the only one without a partner. So it's gonna be my partner.
Okay.
Your life partner will join.
There we go. Life partner will be there.
And then I have the 3rd to recover to go back and work on 4th.
I took off those days because that's my birthday and I don't ever work on my birthday.
Oh,
that is your birthday.
Yeah.
And that means we would be there for New Year's.
Yeah, which
is what I said. It's supposed to be litty.
Correct.
That would be neat.
Yeah.
We might have, there we go, y'all. This is how we plan trips. This is
literally
how it happens.
Somebody said
the stars are aligning for December 30th through the 2nd.
But I have to say this, so that is what I do love about our girls' trips is that it just happens. Somebody says, we should go here. And then somebody says, I just checked the flights. This is how much they are. Then it'd be like, booked. Like, that's all the text messages, booked. All right. Okay, so then where we staying? Well, is this much here? Is this much there? Oh, booked. All right, now what's the itinerary? We're here. Go to link to the Google Doc, and then Chanel puts in all the restaurants, and then the rest of us and everything else. But I love how cohesive the group is, and how we all know our role.
Hilarious.
And we just do it, and it just works out. I do think that every time it does get better, and I think that this time was just great. I wish that Rachel could have joined us on the call. Who, by the way, we also met in college. I don't know.
We did.
But shouts out to her.
Shout out to Rachel.
So, what goes in our to-go box? What are we taking away from this discussion? I'll start with you, Chanel, to give y'all some time to come up with some catches.
I'm definitely taking away that girls trips are necessary, and I'm glad that we have inspired other Black women. Or any women in general to want to kick it and with their friends and go on these trips and have these rich experiences. I think that's very purposeful for us to do it for ourselves, but we're actually like helping and enlightening other people that, you know, it is possible to function with a group of women and there be no drama or issues or anything like that. So that's what I'm taking away, to continue this, because we've started something. We started a really cool thing.
I think life is to be lived, right? There's always an excuse. It's always going to be a bill. It's always going to be something at work. But life is meant to be lived, so we need to enjoy it with things like this or things with our family or whatever it is. So that's my takeaway. Just enjoy life, because if COVID has taught us nothing,
yes,
gotta enjoy life, because tomorrow is not promised. So.
That's it. Go to run.
Okay. I have it. To piggyback off of that, it's that there's so many people around you that love you, for you, exactly the way you are, and accepting of you, no matter how many miles are between you, no matter how long it's been since you last spoke. I really do feel that, and I do appreciate you guys for accepting me into the group and inviting me to these trips and things like that. It really it makes me feel loved for sure, and I appreciate it.
Yes, we love you, child. You are in there.
Thanks. Love y'all too.
Oh. I think I take away, like, you are worth it. Like, in every sense of the word, like, you deserve the trip. You're worth the trip. You're worth, like, all the things you want to do. Because I'll be honest, I ain't cheap. I don't know. If I was planning a trip, I'd be like, let's get a table. But now I'm like, I will never not get a table. I don't
right.
About this. My happiness, the experience is, like, worth it. To have fun with my girls. Like, you are worth it. So if you want to splurge on a girls trip, like, do it. If you can, do it.
Indeed. Yes. Last but not least,
I would say, it's the crazy thing about asking questions is they come back to you and then you don't do it. I would say that the joy is priceless. The friendship is priceless. The time spent, the memories are priceless. So for me, whatever it is, wherever it is, however much it costs, I'm in. I have a whole budget dedicated to travel, because it's what I want to do. And it has inspired my mom. So she has all her places that she wants to do too. And I'm getting her a Pandora with little charms of every place that she went. So I have one on my wrist for all the places that I've been. Well, I have 3, but I have one dedicated just to places that I've been. and I'm inspiring her to do the same thing, right? Because it's the experiences.
Yeah.
And when I told her, like, when I was like, okay, I was trying to figure out the whole car situation in New York, I was like, you know what? It's nowhere to put the thing. This is why people in New York do, you know, subways and whatever else they do. And she was like, let's do it. Like, let's take the subway. Let's do, like, she's with that. And y'all know my mama don't never do stuff like this. And when we went to Niagara Falls, she's like, no, let's do the one where you actually get in the water, you get wet. I'm like, you want to do this? But I think that she's starting to realize, like, just go with it. You know what I mean? Like, whether you find out if you liked it or not, it'll be good times, bad times, but it's the experience. And I feel like it allows you to grow and become more well-rounded as a person, right? So, yeah, I love it. I love traveling.
Same.
Yeah.
It is the best.
Sure is. All right.
So that is all that we have. So thanks for tuning into Bunch of Business Podcast. Until next time.
Peace.